Yo, welcome to everybody. I think I'm live. Hopefully I'm live. If you're watching this on YouTube, my video guy messed up. Just waiting for Justin Brown to come in. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm live in the Philippines right now. Hopefully my internet connection's coming in good. Just waiting on my boy Justin Brown. Hope you guys are doing great. Today we're talking with my influencer friend, Justin Brown. He's based out of Florida, and he's always Snapchatting from the beach, working with clients. He already works with celebrities, so I'm excited to introduce you guys to my really good friend. Am I on the right stream? All right, I'm here. Nice. Okay, cool. Hey, welcome everybody. Nice. This starts on time. Jose, Glez, welcome. We got 2 people logging in as well. Make sure you guys type where you guys are from. This is cool stuff. Cool. Hey, this is my first time officially using this version of Huzzah, so I got a little surprised. So waiting for Justin Brown. What's up? Say what's up here in the chat. Hello, can you see this? I was trying to use my Archon mount over here. Justin Brown, what's good? Invite sent to my boy, Justin Brown. What's up, Jose Glez? How's my sound coming in, Jose? How's my video coming in? I'm using Huzzah. I think we're going to stick with Huzzah just because of the uploads. Perfect. Okay, good. Awesome. Real good. Good. There we go, Justin. Yo, Justin, are you there? It shows that you are logged in, Justin. And I can hear some clicking. I have to do one for the Snapchat real quick. What's up? Just got on with Justin Brown, getting everything taken care of. If you guys have not yet registered, there is a replay. Go to bit.ly/TMS Healthy Living. Oh, Justin, we lost you, buddy. You got to be on your desktop, bro. Sent you the invite again. All right, I can see like a hat or something. Hey,
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you for sure.
Okay, well, it won't let me turn my camera around.
That's very strange.
Yeah. I'm trying. Like I'm even looking for the settings. This is just really weird, man.
Hey, no worries, no worries. We're just gonna roll with it.
Um,
Just doing a quick promo on the Snapchat. I couldn't get a Periscope feed. My upload's too low.
Too low. Okay. Do you have any camera options?
I do not. I do not. Hey, while we're getting that ready, I want to make sure that you guys are getting some values. I want to show you some cool stuff. So give me 1 second as everybody gets acquainted. Yeah, I'm using the trend on broadcast. Yeah, for sure. Justin,
Hey.
yo, we see some moving. We hear you.
Yeah.
But
I just don't. I don't know what to do with the camera.
Put a mirror there.
Put a mirror there. Oh yeah, I guess I could, huh? No, actually, I guess I couldn't.
It's cool, man. We'll put like an awesome graphic of you.
Cool. That'll work.
All right, man. So we're gonna get started here in a bit, but before we do, just for my boy Jose Galez, because he was, I had to install a extension. Never mind. I'll do it next time. You can screen share on. You have to install an extension. That's weird. All right. Cool. So Justin, we're just gonna have a real cool, casual conversation, and this will be repurposed a lot by my team, and we're gonna go from there, man. But we're just gonna have a real chill chat. Is that cool?
That's cool. I'm gonna start a Periscope broadcast while we do this.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Cool. So I'm gonna send a signal to my video guy. So this is my signal. Every time they see me go like this, if you're watching this on YouTube, my video guy is fired. But this means, hey, stop the recording, put the intro right here, and do our stuff.
Okay. Well, you can go ahead. Just put just put a little picture of me up, put a little caption because we're having some technical difficulties. And give me just a second and let me explain to the Periscope people what's happening because they're starting to pour in.
Cool.
And actually, we can just go ahead and get started. However you want, man.
All right, cool. Hey, welcome everybody joining us live on Huzzah. Welcome to everybody joining us live on Periscope. Welcome to everybody catching this on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Podcast Republic, Stitcher, and all of your major audio distribution channels. My name is Frank Salas. I go by the name The Talented Mr. Salas. I'm the founder of the Talent Tribe, where I serve talented individuals by transforming them into thought leaders. And as part of my service to the Talent Tribe, I go out into the marketplace and I find global gems. Global gems are people that just push the envelope, that are trend-setting every single day, that are just shining stars waiting to be discovered. And one of my really good friends, Justin Brown at Justin Brown Fit everywhere on social media, is somebody who has such a phenomenal tribe. He's somebody who shows up every single day, multiple times a day in all aspects of his business. I met Justin Brown in October of 2015 when we were both starting our businesses online. Both of us had successful practices offline in our respective sectors, and we had a knack for this whole social media live stream thing. And we were trying to figure out how to incorporate that into our lifestyle, into our business, and how to make it work out. So I've had some, successes with my live stream career and social media and leveraging that, and so is Justin Brown. And what I'm looking to do with this podcast and with this interview is just show people there's different ways to approach the marketplace. There's different ways in different sectors for this to work in, and this works in all sectors. So without further ado, Justin Brown, who, if you're catching us live, you can't see him, but if you're catching us in the replay, he's actually photoshopped in this. because of technical difficulties. Justin Brown, how's it going, man?
I am fantastic. And I want to take a quick second to thank you, Frank, for allowing me to serve your people, to serve your audience. And I'm also doubling up over here on Periscope, and I am serving my audience. And I am so fortunate for the opportunity to share my expertise and share my wisdom with other entrepreneurs who are just starting out or who have already been in the game, but maybe they have just lost sight of their health. They've lost sight of vision and they need some clarity. So I'm really, really looking forward to sharing my my years of experience with you guys.
Great stuff. So Justin, what is life like right now for you? What does that look like?
Oh, life right now is really busy. I have a lot happening and it's good. It's good. I've got a lot of press. I have a book that's coming out soon. I have my own community, my own online community to worry about. And of course, I'm still growing my local following. I have some things that I do with charity. I have some things that I do in terms of local mentorship and just being a general badass. You know, that's time consuming.
Being a badass does take some time. I agree with you there, my friend. So, to somebody who just hears that, they're like, oh my God, Justin speaks so well and he's fit and he's got all this stuff going on for him. But it's only been about a year for the both of us. And we've seen a lot of, very exponential publicity and exposure for our businesses and our brands. Now, talk to us about what your business was like a year ago around this time, fall 2015.
So I've always had a great in-person following, or offline marketing has always been great for me. And taking my business online it's created, of course, a lot more success, a lot more influence. But what people don't realize is that with the excess success, there's a lot of excess stress I'm taking into account. And I think that as an entrepreneur, whether you're starting out or you've been in the game for a while, not having structures in place for dealing with the stress when it comes, but when it comes is really what holds a lot of people back. And I'm telling you right now that if you are not prepared for success, when it comes to you, you're going to miss out on a lot. And I think that had I not have had the infrastructure set up and had my business in a place of scalability, as I do with my lifestyle, always leaving room for extra, if I hadn't done that, then I don't know where I would be. I don't know where my business would be. But to answer your question in a nutshell, in a year, business has exploded and so has the stress, but my body doesn't show it.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So you've been able to, we got a huge shout out to my boy, Matt Crane, who's joining us. He's the host of The Power of Great. Really wanted to say thanks for his support live. So you had a successful business offline. You were, tell us what that was like.
So my business offline still runs, and I am a private sector personal trainer. So being a private sector personal trainer positions me to work with doctors, lawyers, celebrities, stunt doubles, CEOs of large businesses, people who have high stress levels and typically have the celebrity or the affluency to follow. Those are typically my targeted clientele, one-on-one in person, because that's an audience that I understand. That's an audience that I can connect with. And I understand their high levels of stress. Being a business owner, owning, several businesses of my own and starting from the bottom and coming from the top, if you will, in Drake's poetic words, I understand their struggles. And again, it just helps me to connect with them.
Great.
So the private sector business has been amazing.
And I want to maybe take a frame here. So Justin Brown was already successful offline, and he just, wanted to grow his business. And like most of us, stumbled upon social media and discovered its power, discovered its reach, and discovered the way for us to really market our businesses moving forward, because technology is always changing, society is always changing, the way people communicate is always changing. So talk to us about when you first decided to incorporate social media into your practice.
So when I first decided to really start incorporating social media into my practice, I was watching an interview, and someone, I don't remember exactly who it was, but the analogy that they alluded to just struck a different chord with me. And it was someone who was talking about how they were an influential or a successful business life coach, or a business coach, if you will. And for a few years, they were doing exactly what I was doing. They were transforming lives on a one-on-one basis. And then this particular individual started to market themselves online and started growing an online following, and then started to see that they were able to touch 400 people in the same amount of time and effort as it took them to touch one person. And now you're getting 400 times the income, if you will, instead of that one time one-on-one. So for me, social media started out understanding that with the gifts and the talents and the work ethic and drive that I have exactly what it takes to strive in social media. And with that, the income and the exposure will follow. And that is what has really pushed me, really knowing that I could get my message out to 1 million people with one Facebook post, instead of having to say that same Facebook post 1 million times to 1 million different people. When you break it down and say it that way, or you look at it that way, for me, that's what really took the cake. And I was like, whoa, okay, social media is where I need to be. And here we are.
Love that. I love that. And I've actually personally got magazines from Justin. It's like, hey, so I'll let you know, I made it in a magazine this month. I'll be featured in here. Check it out. It's like, okay, just completely unexpectedly, Justin Brown is someone who definitely walks the walk and talks the talk, especially in the online social media realm, where most people might, exaggerate what they're doing. But Justin's out there, on TV, in magazines, in publications, working on good stuff. He actually has a best-selling book coming out here very soon. So yeah, he's definitely going places for sure. Now, Justin, when you are doing the social media thing, like, it's a lot of busy work. Like, I know you and I, have worked on, your business and operations with the virtual assistants and stuff, and that's helped out. But at the end of the day, being online and working from the computer and, Snapchatting and taking selfies, it's not the most healthiest thing. And in fact, maybe because you're looking at your phone, maybe it's like not the best thing for your posture. So what can we do as influencers to really take care of our bodies as we go down this journey?
That is such an excellent question. And I have 4 tips that I have mapped out that I want every single person watching this on the replay or even watching this live to just jot down a few things that I'm going to tell you right now. I'm typically a fast talker. It's because I have a lot to say and I'm given a short time to say those things. So as a digital nomad, or as someone who typically lives that laptop lifestyle, what you've got to do is set goals. Now, there's a caveat to setting goals, because everyone can set a goal, but is your goal high enough? Is your goal legitimately obtainable? And then once you set those goals, part B to this thing is knowing how to measure the results. Some people have absolutely no idea how to even measure the results. And I run into this a lot with my entrepreneurs. They have no clue what's going on. And here's a way that I really want to break down the goal setting, or not really the goal setting, but part 2, or my second part of this, which is to go slow. So we've already covered setting goals and making them attainable, making them large. Then we talked a little bit about how to measure those goals. The second thing I want to talk about is that no matter what you do as an entrepreneur, you have got to remember that there are going to be days when you do tons and tons of work and you feel like you have accomplished nothing, because the only thing you have to show for it is a few paragraphs or a few emails. Well, I want you to think of your lifestyle and your health in that same capacity. There are going to be days when you go to the gym and you feel like you have just put out your heart. You feel like you have run all you can run. You've lifted all you could lift it, but you've got to know that if you start out slow, this thing is just like everything else you do. Eventually, you're going to learn how to do this thing full out. You're going to see that those little paragraphs actually made you $10 million. You're going to see that all the time it took you learning how to maneuver around some software, now that you understand it fluidly, you're able to work on a much larger scale. Your lifestyle and your health are the exact same way. It starts out small, and then over time, you become a master at this thing. Look at compounding interest for those of you who speak finance. Little bits of this, little bits of that equals a humongous this thing.
Great.
So those are two things that I think every entrepreneur should know. Go ahead, Frank.
I was going to say that was a great breakdown, because a lot of people, they hear a lot of motivational stuff all the time, and you're speaking dollars and cents. So you're speaking my peeps language right now.
Yes. My goal is to help these people understand this in the language that they natively use. As an entrepreneur, I can speak to you guys in this language because I understand it. So let's move on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is one thing that I know a lot of people face. And it's that they start doing good, but they don't know when to reward themselves, what to reward themselves with, or how to reward themselves. Let's talk about that. When it comes to rewarding yourself, no matter what your journey is, it shouldn't be something detrimental. So let's talk about detrimental. Detrimental is alcohol. Detrimental are drugs. Detrimental is junk food. So if you lose 10 pounds, your goal should not be the cheat day. It shouldn't be the reprieve day. It shouldn't be hot dogs, cake, cookies, and pies. Better rewards for yourself are things that are going to set you further in this journey, or that are going to push you further in this journey. So what am I talking about when I say that? I'm talking about saving money. Let me tell you a really powerful story. So I had a client, I broke down to my client that it's roughly 3,500 calories that equates to 1 pound. So break that down in your head. Roughly 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. So over the course of, I think it maybe took her 3 or 4 months or so, she ended up walking up to me one day just out of the clear blue sky, and she handed me this was a completely different story. I'm sorry. This lady in particular saved up $35 over the course of 3 months. And I believe her total was around $1,500. It was $35 every week, or $35 every other day, every 2 days. I don't remember the exact time frame now, but she ended up with around $1,700 at the course of her journey. All from saving up $35. She broke it down that it was like $35 a week or whatever it was. By the time she reached her goal, she had more than enough to buy herself a brand new wardrobe. That is a considerable reward. That is how you reward yourself. Buy yourself new music. Buy your new book. Go get a massage every 2 weeks. Set small goals and say that, okay, if I know that I can make it to the gym every single day, or, maybe 3 days over the next 2 weeks, every 3 days over the next 2 weeks, I will go and spend $120 and get me an hour and a half massage. Or I will go and buy some new running shoes, or something that is geared toward my overall fitness journey. I will go and buy some new music, because new music on the playlist is so motivating when it comes on and you don't expect it. There's so many things that you can do to reward yourself outside of destructive behaviors like food and so on and so forth. Okay, Tip number 4
Hey, Justin,
is really
go down on this one real quick. Let's just focus. I want to focus this real quick. So, like, you said something that I think might have zoomed past a lot of people's radar, but you said disruptive behaviors. Can you give us examples of disruptive behaviors?
Yes. Disruptive behaviors in terms of rewarding yourself are doing things that you know do not provide you with the effect that you want in the long term. So destructive behaviors are hanging around friends that enable you or urge you to go out to the bar on Monday night after you've just finished the gym. And you know that that's not conducive to your overall success. That's a destructive behavior. Another example of a destructive behavior is inserting yourself in situations that do not pertain you. Giving people too much of your time is a destructive behavior. If you're giving people too much of yourself and you're not allowing yourself to focus on you, that's not selfish. That's just crazy.
Definitely. And then lots of people
So
will say, "Oh, if I work out, then I'm gonna go drink, or I'm gonna go eat this pizza, or do this whatever." And you're saying there's different ways to reward yourself other than doing negative things, right?
that's exactly what I'm saying, Frank. What I'm saying is that a lot of people operate on what they know. And sometimes what we think we know is actually a distorted version of the truth, or it's not true at all. And if we continue to operate under those limited beliefs or those distorted views, we're going to continue getting what we're getting, wondering why we're getting everywhere except ahead.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, go on to the next point, man. I just wanted to focus on that real quick because I know a lot of people struggle with those disruptive behaviors.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. And the last tip, or tip number 4, was to let go of past failures. So many people hang on to the fact that the Atkins diet didn't work, Herbalife did, or Herbalife worked for a little while and then stopped working. This diet failed, or stop. Let that shit go. Let it go. And the reason that you have to let it go is because if you continue to pile crap on top of crap, you're going to continue getting crap. At some point in your life, you're going to have to elevate the bar. You're going to have to say, this is the new standard, and anything else that doesn't meet that standard doesn't get my time. It doesn't get my energy. It doesn't get my attention. And you have to let go of those past failures, okay? And you know what? You also have to analyze and reframe the way you look at failure. My honest definition of failure is someone who has fallen and just stayed there. If you have just fallen down and you have just thrown your hands up and just given life control and just said, this is it. To me, in my mind, you, my friend, you classify as a failure. Now, if you have fallen, you've gotten bruised, life is ugly, but you picked yourself up and you kept moving forward no matter what the obstacles look like, you just had a moment in your life when things weren't the best. You just fell down, but you got back up. So you have to look at you have to look at that word failure and analyze what it means to you. And I'm telling you that what it means to most people is not what it means in reality. But again, that goes back to people operating under their own limited or distorted views of truth. So letting go of those past failures and understanding that those failures do not have to define you. Just because you tried things in the past that didn't work doesn't mean that whatever you're on right now won't operate for you, won't work for you, won't serve you. You have to be willing to start completely over and allow something new to happen to you, because I'm telling you guys, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over, expecting a different result. So stop focusing on those old failures and start focusing on the new things in front of you. And I guarantee you that some new things in your life will start to transpire, because you get every single thing you focus on. As an entrepreneur, you've got to know this to be the truth. You've got to know that your business grows every single time you start focusing on the growth of your business. As an entrepreneur, what's going to happen if you sit I want you to try this as an entrepreneur. I want you to sit for 6 months, for half the year, and only focus on the failures of last year. Only focus on those failures. Don't do anything to try to progress yourself forward. Okay? So just focus on those failures. Don't do anything to progress yourself forward. And then talk to me in 6 months and tell me what kind of growth you've got. Now it's different when it's different when you look back at those numbers and you say, okay, here's where I messed up and here's where I can fix it. Here's where I was short. Here was the deficit. Now let's create a surplus. Do that with your health and you will get somewhere. I'm done, Frank.
Great, man. This is great stuff. So we got some questions that came in. This is from Matt Crane, who hosts the Power of Great podcast. He says, Justin, what's the key unique qualifier you need to, or that you use to rise above the noise in such a noisy fitness realm? There's a lot of people who've got six packs and who've got this meal plans and they're all over social media and Instagram. How do you stand out ahead of the pack?
I stand out a number of ways. One is that I have what I call my unique selling point, and that's something that no one can take from me. I also have confidence, and I see a lot of people on social media who can pretend to have confidence, but the moment they're met with opposition or they're met with someone with an opposing view, they shut down. They delete their Instagram, they delete their Facebook, they get off Periscope, and they're just done with life. Being a social media influencer or being in the game, you're going to have to understand, listen, life is just tough. It's just one of those things. And it's hard to beat somebody who won't quit. That's how I stay ahead in the social media game. Y'all can sleep if you want to, but your boy is up at night. I'm keeping my blog post hot. I'm making sure that my audience is overserved. Did you hear what I told you? I said overserved, which is why I chose to get VAs from Frank, which is why I chose to put my business on autopilot so that I could make sure that my people were served. So that is how I stay ahead in the media game, in the social media game.
And just to tell you why I love Justin Brown, I think Justin Brown is, I call myself the talented Mr. Salas. Put this on paper, put this on my tombstone. Justin Brown is the most talented individual on social media. He has the most hilarious Snapchats every single day. His Periscopes are amazing every single day. He does a bunch of get-to-know-me scopes. He just brings people into his life, his lifestyle. He lives on a beach. He has celebrity clients. I mean, the guy's social media feeds is just straight fire. And if you're looking for edutainment, you're going to learn a lot of cool stuff. Like, I learned exactly how much water I needed to drink every day for my body shape, my muscle types, and for my weight or something like that. Because he's giving it to me on my Snapchat every single day. So that's the kind of value. When he says overserved, he's like, hey, I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to give you some really awesome tips, just like he did on this podcast. But he does that every single day. And that is the epitome, a case study, a textbook of how to overserve your tribe. Justin, where can people get a hold of you? Where can people connect with you?
So there are a number of ways. Here we go again. You better get some pen and paper ready because I'm everywhere. Now, I have a book coming out, and I'm telling you right now, Frank, this book is going to change everyone who reads it life. This is not just, the book is geared toward weight loss, but it's not just for weight loss. This book is going to serve as a guide for coaches as well, being able to sit and talk to their people. Yes. So the book is called Calories, Carbs, and Friends, and it's currently available on pre-sale on Amazon. And the reason that the book is called Calories, Carbs, and Friends is this. People think that calories and carbs are the culprit. Well, with just a little bit of education I'm going to give you in the book about calories and carbs, you're soon going to find out that they are not the complete culprit. Your friends, your enablers, your co-workers, your business partners, your spouses, some of the relationships that you have built are parasitic, they're acidic, and they are keeping you fat. And that is what some of the book talks about, severing ties with people that you thought were supposed to be in your life forever, and they're abusing you and they're hurting you, and you don't understand how to let them go. Well, a miraculous thing happens when you cut that negativity out of your life. All of a sudden, that belly fat vanishes, your energy increases, your confidence boosts, so much happens. But anyhow, you can find that book over on Amazon.com. Just type in Calories, Carbs, and Friends. You can also find more about me on my website, which is justinbrownfitness.com. And of course, my favorite platform, besides Periscope, my favorite platform is Snapchat. You can find me on Snapchat. The handle there is Justin Brown Fit. My Periscope handle is also Justin Brown Fit, which is also the Twitter handle too. And if you love my videos and you really want to connect with me just on my other platforms, you can use YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And all of those are Justin Brown Fitness. That's how you can connect with me.
Love it, Justin. Thanks so much for helping me serve the talent tribe, guys. If you're not following Justin Brown, he is the best Snapchatter in the game. He's the most talented person on live stream. And as social media goes more and more towards the live stream, don't be surprised if you don't see this guy with his own show, his own clothing line, everything. That's all in the works for him. So, Justin, again, thanks a lot. Thanks so much for helping me serve the tribe. I hope you guys listen. I hope you guys took notes. But most importantly, I hope you guys take action, because there was a lot of actionable items that Justin gave you here on this show. All you have to do is take action.
Mm-hmm.